Hey guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Virgo for September 2022. Happy belated birthday to all my Virgos. You guys are awesome, and I apologize I missed it. So anyway, keep in mind this is general. Take what you feel resonates for you. Disregard the rest. Go about your day, and know that no matter what messages come through, it's still up to you, your active free will, the choices you make, and the steps you take in your world to get to whatever fulfillment it is you'd like to see. To me, that's personal freedom, it's personal power, and my friends, it lies at the tips of your fingers and the soles of your feet, so use that power wisely. As well as remember that even though this message is titled for September, it's the end of September, time is fluid, just take it for when it resonates for you, and if it's not, again, let it go. So I'm going to ask just for a little bit of guidance from my team of light, Archangel Michael, Archangel Benetron, and Archangel Gabriel, as well as any of your spirit guides or my spirit guides that would be here for the highest good of the entire collective to join us. I ask them to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, as well as to use me as the clearest channel possible, delivering messages that are for the most far-reaching, but only for the highest good. No second-rate messages, my friends, today. So I'm going to jump straight into the messages. First off, I want to bring a message from the Messages of Life Oracle by Myrna Dugage. I'll show you this box because see a little spiritual advice Spirit has to offer. So Spirit, what messages would you have Virgo know this month? So 3 fell out. What showed its face was never alone. The bottom is awareness, and Spirit, I heard, really wants you to be aware right now you are not alone. Even if you feel alone, Spirit's like calling your angels, calling your spirit guides, because they are there, and they are, what I heard is they're doing a happy dance. They're watching you, they're watching over you, guiding you, and we also want to make sure of that as well. We, what I heard is we're in touch with our higher self, because on this earth, for some of us, what I heard is we may feel really alone, because we are not of this earth, okay? Our soul is not of this earth, and there may not feel like there's a lot of people in your worlds that feel like home. So Spirit's just reminding you, first off, home is not a place, it's a feeling, right? It's a feeling that we all have within us. And it is really important right now to just be conscious and aware, as well as if we're starting to, what I heard is harbor some dark thoughts or something like that, as well as what I heard is there could be kind of entities. So being aware if we are getting some sort of negative or dark thoughts, of where this is coming from. Is this even mine? And I think it's going to be important as well to call on Spirit, call on Archangel Michael, ask him to protect you from this darkness, because the more we exude our light, my friends, what I heard is there is dark forces that may try and stop us from our mission. So bringing awareness to yourself, I heard your spiritual community as well, and this brings it back. When I say the spiritual community, this goes to what are we watching, what are we listening to, what are we filling our time with, okay? So it's kind of like what I heard is if we're listening to country, right? If we're listening to country radio, nothing wrong with country, I love country. But you're more than likely, you're going to get country stuck in your head for the rest of the day, right? There may be one song the radio played a couple times and you're like singing this all day. If you're listening to a classic rock station, that's what's going to be playing in your head. These are the soundtracks. Well, if we're watching a lot of stuff with a lot of negativity, this negativity kind of becomes our soundtrack. So this is just being aware of what we're doing, what we're watching, the media we're exposing ourselves to. How is it making us feel? This could be social media too. For some of you, it's like, get off that shit, stop looking at it. No, nothing but harm can come. I just want to say, in terms of like a Facebook platform, I decided years ago, I was going to use my Facebook as a, how would I put this? Social disruption. If I'm on there and there's like 5 or 6 memes that are all about self-healing and self-growth that I see that I really resonate for, or especially in terms of like narcissistic abuse survivors and things like that, I just chose to use my platform to bring awareness to others. So for some of you that might be what it is, right? But it's whatever your platform is as well, making sure that you are also what I heard is putting forth your true self and the best version of yourself on this platform, but doing it with intention. So again, like maybe you're causing a social disruption, but they're bringing me like thoughts of like the rainbow walks as well. Even that causes a social disruption, right? I think that there are a lot of things, and this is potentially for some of you, if you are have an activist mind like me, that is what we need to do, right? We need to cause a social disruption to break up the norm. For some of this is within our own life, okay? We have a gift from life and love appears. For some of us, we're going to need to cause a disruption because something's not working. And if we keep it stagnant and we keep it all the same as it's been going, we're probably going to feel pretty alone because it's not working for us. What I heard is, as well, as if we're around people who are making us feel alone, it's time to hightail it out of there, because these people, there's a few things. First off, we may need to discuss with these people that are around us, could be that, what I heard is, like, if your partner's on their phone all night, right? If we're on our phone all night, our other partner may feel kind of alone because the time that used to occupy their space is now looking at a device, right? This is also bringing awareness to when we're doing this. So, for example, we may all notice that if we're staring at our phone or playing technology for a long time, we might forget to eat. We might get a little grouchy as well, because technology does mess with your brain. So I think this is being true to ourselves, bringing awareness to our own patterns. Things like, too, if we know, I'll tell you guys, I love coffee, and I've had to give coffee up after, like, when my hubby comes home from work, I usually have a pot of coffee waiting for him, and I can't drink that coffee because otherwise I just won't sleep at night. And this is bringing awareness to, I know I'm a big girl and I want to sleep, which in my younger years may not have been a big deal, because whatever, I can run on no sleep and still function the next day. But as I age, I find that that is a little less possible, and my functionality is a little more rawr, right? Just because we're tired and this sets us off. So what I heard is, as well, knowing and being aware of our own moods, because is there something that's triggering us? For example, if we're not getting sleep at night and then we're waking up being hella grouchy all day, this sets a tone for our day, right? So this is also saying to us, if we know something we're doing is detrimental to us or our health, we need to cut that shit out. So it's where it says snip snip. So I'm going to read you awareness, even though I feel like I just told you, but it says, I'm opening my consciousness to my true self. I choose to be here to grow, to free myself from conflict, and to discover who I really am. I let go of the world of illusion and the limitation the material world imposes on me in order to elevate my being. Towards the eternal light, I seek to improve myself as I explore the wonderful being that I am. And she's learning, right? I want to go into here as well with love appears. I do not dwell upon my pain. I stop fighting against the things that have hurt me. I rise up boldly and ask for the understanding that will free me of my duality. Through my desire to stay in the light of my being, God will send his helping angels so that love and peace find their way to me. And this is, again, these gifts from life. Remembering we're not alone. Regardless of the darkness around me, I maintain my bond with the God and the angels, spirit, source. This is the inner strength that allows me to go on. I have faith in that all things will fall into divine order for my greatest benefit. I ask the universe for its guidance and always receive its help and protection. The sun will rise and shine for me. It's important that we have faith throughout our life to make sure that, again, when we have faith in something, we know that we're not alone. And that also, I feel like it's really important as we have faith, because it's releasing this feeling of or need to control an outcome or situation, because we know we're going to be okay regardless of what happens. And also, if we're constantly, what I heard is, if we're constantly focused on how do we control the situation, how do we control the outcome, how do we make things fall in line for us, we're giving ourselves a whole lot of anxiety, and we're setting ourselves up for disappointment, because sometimes things don't look the way we thought it would. There is an importance to going after your goals, but if you're dwelling on the things in the past that have hurt you, you're creating a self-fulfilling prophecy, because this is what we're focused on. Some of us may feel like we're pretty focused on something that's hurt us in the past, and this may be a reoccurring situation that keeps coming up. Spirit's saying, well, what do we want to do? We want to break out of these thought loops. We want to break out of this situation. For some of you, I heard it could be like a PTSD situation. And what needs to happen is every time we encounter this situation, we give ourselves love, we give ourselves grace, and we come at it with awareness. This is not happening to me anymore. This is something from the past. This is something affecting me. What can I do? Where can I bring my conscious awareness to how it's affecting me now? Do I see how this is affecting me? And I think as well what I'm hearing is that sometimes if we can get ourselves in that mind state, if we do experience these flashbacks that, again, this is a past situation, and bringing awareness to it, this may even include things like breath work. Like, catch yourself, take 5 deep breaths in, and as you breathe in, count to 5. As you breathe out, count to 5 and really ground yourself. Take your shoes off if you're in a place you can do that, and ask Spirit to help you through this. And I think that it's really important too to remember that this awareness is a gift from life too, because it gives us an active quality and active ability in our own healing. So each day life offers me abundant proof that the universe loves me. Every day God sends his angels to help me. Messages which seem coincidental from the words of others or the words that I read are gifts to help me make my way in love and maintain my divine spiritual strength. Am I listening? So I think as well, one thing that is, once we bring awareness to situations and patterns within our worlds, this is, again, we can change it because we can heal it. Now, for some of us, we may see it and choose not to engage in it. And again, that's something that we choose towards ourselves as well, right? If we choose not to engage in our healing, and if we choose to stay in that particular position, or if when we experience these, we feel like we're in a position where we want to experience these, or we feel like we're having to, for some of you, I heard like this is a form of self-punishment, okay? Like if this is guilt, if this is a situation where you feel like you could have done things differently, if what I heard is you could even be reliving like a trauma that they're saying something along like that you had a part in, okay? So for some of us, this could be like, we know we really hurt someone, we walked away, and we're feeling really bad now because if we feel alone and lonely, we're remembering only the good things about that person. So now we're reliving and reliving, maybe I shouldn't have walked away. Well, there's a reason you walked away. And we need to address these feelings of, are they coming right now because we kind of feel isolated and alone? Spirit's reminding me right now too, when we are getting ready to propel, or when spiritual growth for us is imminent, Spirit's going to cocoon you. We need to switch this feeling of loneliness and isolation to something along the lines of, again, connecting with our faith that this is for our highest good. Spirit could be protecting you from something that could be going on even in the life of a person around you. They could be protecting you from yourself, what I'm hearing as well. But there's a lot where the experiences that go around you, there could be a lot of noise. And I heard the words white noise. So for some of you, if there is a lot of noise around you, put on some white noise. They even told me like headphones. If you need to plug the fan in when you go to bed to help you get some sleep, do that too. Because they also heard the word gray noise, but just to help kind of relax you. They're also giving me 432 hertz, maybe something really helpful. Hop in the bath, look up 432 frequency. Okay, so this is the white gold dragon from Lyra, which says it connects you to the highest Christ light. Develop your causal chakra, bathe in 9th dimensional Christ light. To me, this is Christ consciousness, but this is what we need to ask for Spirit for those of you that are connected with the dragons. Spirit's reminding you to ask for their help. You're never alone, and my friends, you have your own personal dragon looking out for you. What I heard is not like Fiona, right? Well, Fiona, but you are not, well, kind of like Fiona, because she wasn't caged in, right? In Shrek, she was not trapped. She pretended to be, but she could run about that castle until it was time to be saved. And I feel like that's what this is. This is, your dragon knows that you have free will. Your dragon's not going to stop you from doing what's right for you. Now, I heard a dragon still has a job to do. So your dragon is still going to try and put up a fight on your behalf. What I heard is something like a riffraff, okay, or trying to keep you safe from harmful energies. So for some of you, like I said, if this is a separation from someone, and you're feeling alone, so you're allowing the memories of this to come in. We're only seeing the good things, right? This is, again, to really remind ourselves, I think, first to give ourselves grace, to remember that what I heard is if you feel like you need to reach out, but there may be some regret after, because this could be kind of like something that's like a fleeting thing. And that if we feel we need to reach out, use whatever happens as a gift from life. So whether this is, love appears and things have changed, and, understanding has come to this, and there's a place of compromise, or you see it and go, you've reminded me of all the reasons why I had to walk away. So I want to show you the bottom of the deck, which is the Rainbow Dragon. Because if you go back to the situation and things are still bad, you're walking back into the storm. How the hell are you going to see a rainbow if you're going to walk back into the storm? The rainbow happens after. They're reminding me of, like, biblically, right, when you think about Noah's Ark, the dove and that rainbow. Doves were looking for peace, or looking for land, right, the symbol of peace, or they came back with the olive leaf, right, which is land, hope, right, that all the hope was not for nothing, but that rainbow was the promise, right, that won't happen again. For some of you, there is a rainbow at the end of this tunnel. For some of you, okay, and this isn't all of you, I'm going to grab tarot, but I heard for some of you, if this is a relationship that you're planning, or you're thinking, you're toiling with, or you're thinking, I'm so alone right now, and you're that whole devil you know minus the devil you don't energy, stop that, okay? Spirit's saying along the lines, as I said, stop that. You have the Four of Wands here, okay? And it lands on this Christed golden dragon, the white gold dragon from Lyra, and the rainbow dragon, because, again, if we want to do that, if this has been a back and forth kind of pull, what I heard is chances are the lessons haven't been learned. What I heard as well is there could be a trauma, like it's trauma bonding. For some of you as well, okay, what I heard is, and take it if it's yours, if it's not yours, but you may have someone around you who always reminds you of your weaknesses, or makes you feel alone. Like I said at the beginning, if you're around someone who makes you feel alone, right, this is where we need to discuss things and tell them what's going on. We also have the Lovers with this as a choice. So if we want to stay in relationships and situations where we're constantly feeling alone, maybe this person leaves us alone. What I heard as well is, okay, I heard the word cheating. What I heard is if this is a pattern and they've done it once, twice, more than once, and they'll never do it again, Spirit's really reminding us to use our intuition here, because it almost feels like, and this is, to go back to that would be to block the happiness. We have to choose, because I feel like whoever I've picked up on, and this definitely feels romantic in a lot of ways, whoever it is that you may be contemplating getting back in touch with, it's going to block your rainbows. It's going to just put more storm clouds up so you can't see shit. And what I heard is as well, now this is like an abusive kind of emotional manipulation, where if somebody wants to get you in highs and lows, they're always looking to start a fight. So the thing is, you may have somebody triggering you constantly or doing things, for example, especially if there's trust issues, if they have cheated, even if they've never, but they think it benefits them in some way to have you think they did, okay? So for example, like, because you might go crazy when we feel like somebody's being unfaithful to us, right? Or if we're feeling wronged, we're going to be very hurt, very upset. And I feel like you may have someone around you that knows that. And the thing is, it's this constant, well, I know they'll take me back, because it's happened back and forth. And this comes from our own internal wounding as well, that's allowing the situation to happen. I'm not trying to put you down at all. So if this is feeling like it's for you, my friends, I've been there, okay? And this is where it's really just speaking about again, that devil we know, right? We know it put it through us through shit. So let's make some changes and let's make some choices now that are going to lead to our highest good, our 1111. For some of you, I did hear, like, twin energy here. However, with the flames on the birthday cake, they're showing me as well. But there's a whole lot of flames here. For some of you, this is, again, like, not to let things burn down. For some of you, this is a false twin. Somebody who's presented. That's it. Sorry, guys. If you don't feel like that resonated, disregard it. But somebody, okay, and if it's not for you, but this is somebody's, and if it's for you, take it. If it's not, yeah. Some of you may have had somebody in your world, very close relationship, who has again presented themselves as a twin. A trauma bond as well. It's a very codependent energy. And this person could say, oh, it's because there's magnetic. Well, I also feel like whoever this person is, if you resonate with someone presenting as a twin, and it's a false twin, it's because you are great supply. And if we think about a narcissistic supply and demand, it would really help this person, right? They tell you this off the bat. They've got an emotional hold on you already. And what I heard is as well, like, because this connection could be very intense, but I also feel like it's because of the highs and lows that this person knows how to set up. So for example, if they do something to set you off, you fight, they call you crazy, they leave, and then all of a sudden you're wondering, why did I say that? And you're beating yourself up for starting a fight, and you're begging them to come back. They just fucking won. Sorry, I've done it too, okay? My younger alcohol-induced self was quite codependent. And in my world, and this is where I feel like, okay, in my world, there are those people that knew how to abuse, and in particular, know how to tear you down and make you feel small and make your self-worth go. I feel like this person may try and come around when you're feeling really good about yourself. You've done your healing. They're using the word hoover, like where they're trying to suck you in. What I also heard is, in this stage, they're going to present as, again, charming. They're going to present perfectly. It may take a while for some of the behavior to come back. What I heard is, trust me, it will. The first time they don't get what they want. Now, if you feel called to go back here, Spirit is reminding you to do it with awareness. So if you can see the tactics being used against you, call them out. Say it. If somebody tries to gaslight you and says, that didn't happen, I never said that, we remember things differently. Especially because what I heard are crazy making. Narcissists are really good at this. Especially I heard flying monkeys as well. Like flying monkeys would be very good also because they choose flying monkeys that are going to snip their butts and have a need to feel special. Okay, so what I heard is, as well as, we all need to feel special. But if we have someone around us who's making everyone else feel so much more special, and they treat you like crap, that is abuse. I heard, I just did Gemini. I'm a Gemini, so I just did Gemini actually, and a covert narcissist kind of energy came up in that as well. It's like just somebody trying to get in the way of your gains. This is if you're getting better and things are going well, you may have someone from the past trying to show up to you, but, oh my God, I just heard roses don't smell like shit. Roses don't smell like shit. So if somebody is presenting something as a rose, but it smells like shit, roses don't smell like shit. Not unless we just put fertilizer on them. So you have the Page of Wands that came out here. You have the Queen of Cups. This could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio as well. You have the Ten of Swords. And you have the Hermit in reverse. I feel like you may get a message, or you may get like some kind of action come towards you where you really need to think on this. Again, bringing awareness to this lover situation, right? He's holding perfume because she probably reeks, and she's got his heart. What I heard is, and then up here there's eating brains. It's like you can't think for yourself, and I've got your heart. So this person may know really well too how to pull on our heartstrings, much like this baby, right? We don't want to leave them helpless. They could make us feel like, again with this codependent thing, they need your energy too, okay? So I'm going to try and redirect here a little bit. I think that when it comes back down to this Lovers and the Four of Wands, this is asking you to choose your own light, asking you, when you are healing this stuff, what they said is asking you to imagine bringing down this white gold down through your crown, taking like deep breaths in and out and bringing this light down through your body, holding it at our heart, and asking Spirit to help remove and cleanse any of the emotional ties this person may have. It may take a while as well, but to break up some of this energy and this codependent energy regarding this person, and we want to ask that this goes down. I'm just going to touch the floor because that's what I do. But goes down into the earth's core to be transmuted with love. So with that, it's going to be really important. What I heard is for you to offer forgiveness for you. Oh, this one's okay. So this is a little tough, and this is a gift of life with maturity, because we grow up. Some of the shitty things we go through later on in life, we see those red flags and go, no, right? And a lot of times these narcissists or these people who are abusive to us, yeah, they've got some stuff going on, but we cannot allow the empathic, understanding version of ourselves to go back into that trauma loop, because that's what happened. You understood them. You want to help them. The healer you are. They know that. They know how to trigger you. And they know coming back all helpless and hopeless and I'm sorry, I need you, it might work. So just be very wary of any offers you have of somebody returning from your past, because it does feel like it might come in kind of like trying to be playful. It might come in a little bit sexual as well, especially if you've had a sexual relationship with this person. For some of you, don't jump. If you do decide to engage in this, don't let your whole heart jump in all at once, because for some of you, this person, again, being a narcissist, they want what they want. And for some of you, they just don't want a cold bed or to have to use adult play toys. They want warm meat. I apologize if that's vulgar, but that's what I picked up on. Let's redirect. Okay, so Spirit, before I part here with Virgo, thank you. With the Lovers and the Four of Wands, this is going to be balanced. That you're not going to accept a page here. No Page of Wands who comes at you dirty saying, hey, want to Netflix and chill? Or, hey, it's been a while. Do you want to come over and, let's just do this? And no. I feel like it's going to be important that whoever is coming towards you, What I heard is they got a brain in their head, but this person, he's understood his brain a little bit, he's analyzed a little bit, and he's not so much swimming in the depths, he's able to stay on top of them. So I actually want to read to you from the book, this Knight of Cups, because I love this little book. But the Knight of Cups, what I heard is it's because this has been thought through. So the Knight of Cups is romantic, adventures, there's adventure, and he's a little moody. He's the one with the ready smile and a surfboard underneath his arm. A natural charmer, the Knight of Cups is always ready to schmooze and always keeps an eye on the exit. He can be fun to have around, but his mood will change like the surf, and he's often likely to steal more than a kiss. Watch your heart, literally. So for some of you, again, there is a kiss happening here. And this again brings me back to that false twin. My friends, use your intuition. If you feel like what I just said was no basis in reality, then let it go. But focus on the rainbows. Focus on clearing out your chakras, and focus on healing you and bringing your heart right, so that if somebody's coming at you or somebody's trying to present, like what I heard is they know how the person who this is, even if they never presented themselves to you as a twin. This person is very manipulative. Fuck, sorry guys, I heard like they would even steal your sunshine so that you couldn't see the rainbow. They want to be they want to control the weather for you. When they want you to see storm clouds, they're going to give you storm clouds. When they want you to see the sun, they're going to say, what are you talking about? There's no storm clouds. Look at the rainbow. That's what I got. I love you all, my friends. Always look to the rainbow, and please, please, please don't forget your own strength. Bring awareness to what this is happening. Call on Spirit. Call on Archangel Michael. Call on your friends. Tell someone what's going on. And if somebody's coming to you and they're saying, hey, I was thinking about this, but I want to keep it real quiet. I want to be secret. And you know, like you've worked really hard to get out of this situation. Go talk to friends. See, just see where it is. If you feel like, it's not quite ready for that, then feel this out. But like I said, just know that this person's not going to come back right away showing you the issues that cause the separation, because in some ways this narcissist has really, really analyzed the situation. Not what I heard is, now it depends on the person, it's whether or not there's an intention to change these behaviors because they feel it's wrong, or whether they've analyzed their situation to figure out what is it that I drove them away, because I have to appear to be apologetic for this. Try not to do that or go that far again. But I do feel like whoever the person is that is from the past I heard they have no good intentions, but it might be that for some of you it's revenge too. For some of you, somebody is going to present coming back very, very sweet, very, very innocent, very, very loving, very, very kind, but you broke their heart. Nobody gets away with that. Choose you. I'm sorry, I don't want to end it here because it feels just heavy, but what Spirit says again is just return to this gift of life, that we learn our lessons, and again they're going messages which seem coincidental from the words of others or words that I read are gifts to help me make my way in love and maintain my divine spiritual strength. Am I listening? I love you all. I will talk to you later. Bye guys.